Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Arsenal 101 Watch Along with myself, Tony, the pugilist boy, and my trusty partner, Gary, aka the coach. How
Gary.
you doing, Gary?
I'm doing fine, Tony. Thank you very much. How's yourself?
Okay. Yeah, very well, very well. Just having a little munch. So welcome very early into the chat. I can see Shadowfish 6969 predicting an Arsenal 3-0 win. Garfield Patterson, big up to yourself for joining us, Garfield. I see he's predicted Brighton to win 2-1. Interesting. I'm going to put the team up so we can have a look at this Arsenal lineup for today's game.
This dodgy asset.
Not that. So we obviously have Julian Timber out suspended for one game. So Thomas Partey drops into right back and we bring in Jorginho. We were expecting hopefully to see Kai Havertz back, but he's still unwell. So it looks like he's not even on the bench. So we start with Ethan Nwaneri, Gabriel Jesus and Leandro Trossard. Gabriel Martinelli is on the bench. So the bench looks like Neto. Zinchenko is back on the bench. Tierney, who we believe is in talks with Celtic to go back. Kivior, Lewis Skelly, Odegaard, interestingly getting a rest. Butler Oyedeji and Kabia. Boys are in a circle. They're about to start the game wearing the black kit, which Gary is sporting. So, Gary, your thoughts on the team, and I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, Odegaard picked up this sickness bug. That's the reason he's been admitted from the team. We knew once Timber got suspended a couple of days ago that it was going to be a party at right back. But I just think we're just lacking in that other position in midfield, really. You know, without Saka, without Odegaard up there, our two main creators, it's big pressure now on Nwaneri and Marino to create something. So let's see how we get on. Trossard's going to have to put in a shift to do the defensive work that Martinelli does. But, you know, this is your squad for a reason. So let's see what they can do on that underway. And Arsenal with early pressure, and they win a throw just almost level with the 18-yard line of Brighton's box. Looking for a big game from Calafiore today. He didn't really play that well last time out. Nice to see you in the chat, Emerson. Hope you're in, sir. So Arsenal just keeping possession well. Playing some neat triangles around the Brighton press. Where's our cutting edge going to come from today? Oh, come on, that's never a free kick in a million years. Apollo He's not well, Garfield. He's struggling from I think it's this bug that's going around, and Tony is just eating some dinner, I believe. So you're stuck with me. So it's been a good start from Arsenal. Again, we've had a couple of little opportunities where someone could have shot, and Trossard could have pulled the trigger, and he refuses to do so. I want to see more shooting in this team. Yeah, there's a lot of bugs flying about at the moment. Some of them are pretty nasty, Garfield. So I hope that you've made a recovery from it, because I know that some people have really been struggling for literally a week or two with the same bug. And here come Brighton now. João Pedro inside the Arsenal area, and it's Saliba heads clear from the cross. So Brighton coming more into the game now, knocking the ball back really well, as we know that they do. And Arsenal nick it and play out well from the back. Thomas Partey galloping down the right wing. Feeding them area, and his cross is blocked, but it falls to Declan Rice, to Partey, back to Rice. Arsenal keeping the ball really well. I just looked as where he was preparing to cross that ball, and there was literally no threat inside the box at all. I think Trossard was the only one we had in the centre. Just clear the ball, Arsenal. Well played, well played. So Trossard now coming down Arsenal's left. 3 Brighton players go towards him, and the cross is literally to nobody. But Brighton make a mistake, and Arsenal have it back with Jorginho. Again, Arsenal have no presence in the centre. There is literally no one playing centre forward right now. And Thomas Partey has to put in a sprint, which is what we don't want Thomas Partey doing. Come on, Arsenal. Already got a feeling that this is going to be one of those games. Finish, Jesus, finish. Oh, great save from the Brighton keeper. And then the flag goes up. Jesus was offside. But you still want to see those hit the net. He never got back on side, but you still want to see them hit the net just in case. But it is a good spread and save by the Brighton keeper. So coming 10 minutes gone. Not much real action to report in the first 10 minutes, to be honest. Arsenal have threatened once, but that was offside, and Brighton have had no such joy anywhere near our box. I think it's going to be one of those games, Garfield, but I think it's just going to be one of them games where both teams are going to struggle to score. I know Brighton have had their struggles in recent games to score, and Arsenal don't look like they're going to be able to create anything at the moment. I wonder when the last time that Saka and Odegaard didn't play in the team. One of them, was it this season? There might have been a time this season actually. I know Odegaard missed 10 games, and Saka was carrying a little injury. So corner to Brighton. 11 minutes played. First corner of the game. It's swung in, and I think it was João Pedro that missed his kick. And then where he tries to run it out and has it nicked off his toe, and Brighton come again. And then where he gets the foot in, and Brighton have a throw. So it's Declan Rice that is playing in Odegaard's position. Yeah, Marino is playing left 8, and Rice is playing in Odegaard's spot. Don't forget to hit that like button, gentlemen. And let's support the 101 by hitting that like button, please, folks. Nice touch, Jesus. Can we get shot away? Get out of the way, ref.
Right, I'm back.
Tony's fed and watered, and he rejoins us. Garfield was getting worried about you, mate.
Yeah, all good, buddy. Thanks, Garfield, for your concern. I think you're slightly ahead of me, Gaz, because I'm at 13 minutes.
14 minutes and 5 seconds as of now.
Yeah, so you've got a good.
You haven't missed a lot, mate. It's basically
I've
just
been watching
just the pass fest.
Yeah. Interesting some of the results today. Chelsea drawing, Spurs losing. We're always
it's never easy going to Palace.
Yeah.
It's never an easy ground to play on.
Yeah, not everybody can win there, eh?
Well, you know, we played well there. Come away with the 5-1 win.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on Rice taking up Odegaard's spot, Tone?
He's not the best.
Would you not have had Jorginho there?
Nah.
And played Rice in the 6? Jorginho's got a bit more guile on the ball, hasn't he?
Yeah,
maybe he hasn't got the legs to do the running. I don't know, but
yeah, that's what I think.
He's going to play that, set Rice away. Yes, and it's 1-0 Arsenal, Tony.
Yes.
Arsenal break, Nwaneri into the area, and Nwaneri slides it through the keeper's legs. 1-0 Arsenal.
Love it.
Come on.
He's took up Saka's spot and he's taking on the same mantle. He's doing exactly Saka.
And Jorginho's not happy. Jorginho's not to congratulate him. Jorginho's telling him, do this, do that, do this. That's what you want to see, though. That's what you want to see.
Excellent.
Jorginho's telling him this.
Yeah.
He drives into the box, and it's under the keeper's left hand. It's a good finish. It was a bit too close to the keeper for him to really get a hand in. It curled at the last very second, and that's what took it away from the keeper's hand.
He's looked assured in that position, hasn't he? Oh, what a pass by Partey there.
Well, he's a genuine attacker, isn't he? So yeah. You're kind of swapping like for like. Him and Saka are like for like. They both want to get on the ball, beat people, make things happen. He's pretty much the same mould.
Yeah. Who got the assist there? Was that Rice?
Jorginho, I think.
Or was it? Okay. Because that was a great ball. Whoever played that ball in, it was a great ball behind into an excellent space. And it's a great finish from the kid. It's a great finish.
It could have been.
Yeah, I think you're right. It was Jorginho. Yeah.
I think it was Jorginho.
Yeah. I love the confidence. I love that.
Oh no! It was Mikel Merino.
Oh, was it? Okay, even better.
Apparently
I like
so.
Merino. I want him to succeed. I want him to get some assists. I want him to start getting involved in the, the key end of the pitch, getting assists, getting goals, pre-assists, all that kind of stuff. And for him to play that part in that goal.
Yeah, that's what you want. That's what you want from the midfielders, isn't it? You know, to win their duels, win their battles. But pop up with goals and assists every now and again. Yeah. It can't just be on one or two people.
And he's doing that every game, Gal. He's getting a goal, he's getting an assist, he's in there, he's getting close to. You know what I mean?
Oh,
he is.
And here come Brighton. It's a mistake from Thomas Partey, and the shot is blocked by Saliba, and it's a corner to Brighton.
Yeah, I know. Some people aren't sure about Merino, but I just think it's going to take a little time for him to settle. But early doors, I'm still impressed enough to be able to say, you know what, he's not setting the world on fire, but he doesn't make mistakes. and he's good at just moving the ball around. He seems to be understanding his position.
Yeah, I think you're right. The jury's definitely still out.
But if he keeps knocking on the door, he's got his goal. He's got a goal.
Oh, why didn't you just head it back, Jorginho? What are you doing with your life? Why is Jorginho trying some mad overhead kick? All he had to do was just head it or chest it back. He didn't have to do anything else. What is he doing? Old man couldn't get his leg to the ball and nearly gave João Pedro a chance.
And that's your little worry about Jorginho. He's literally just, we know what he can be when he's got the ball, but defensively, he's not Thomas Partey, is he?
Well, yeah, but any player there, you just head that back. He's falling just out the air, just cushion header it straight back to your goalkeeper. No drama.
Yeah. Yeah, just saw that. It was a simple header back to the keeper, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was no hard. He could have chested it. He could have headed it. And he couldn't even get his leg up to the ball. That shows you how old the man is.
Stop it. Stop it.
Them hamstrings were saying, not today.
Oh, dear.
It was like me trying to get off the settee. Anyway, here come Brighton. Crosses into the box. And it's a free head. It's a header down. And Raya has been absolutely clattered by Matt O'Reilly, or Mr. O'Reilly, whatever his name is. I'm sure it's Matt. It was a deep cross into the box. It was headed down. And Raya goes, and he has two hands on the ball. And O'Reilly comes in and absolutely clobbers him. I'm more upset that Raya dropped the ball there.
But did the clattering help that process?
Yeah, but I still want him to hold that ball.
You think he's a wide receiver? You think he's a wide receiver in the NFL? He's not meant to take that clattering.
You need pads for that kind of stuff. Just showing when there his goal again, and it was indeed Mikel Merino who played him through, and he had acres to run into, and he kept his composure really well.
Yeah.
Garfield says the kid is special. We've got a couple of them, Garfield. We've got a couple of them. One named Ethan Wanieri, and the other one is a certain Miles Lewis Skelly. But you'd love to have them at United, wouldn't you?
So Cranky's in the chat. Welcome, Cranky. Hope you're well. Happy New Year, brother. Party may be in for a rough afternoon. Prefer him at the 6. Yeah, I agree. Garfield quoting, "We got Obi." Yeah, you have got a talented kid there, no doubt.
Has he made it to the bench for you lot yet? Garfield, don't think he has he?
Well, is he still only 15, isn't he? Or just 16? So
no, he's 18 now, isn't he?
Is he? I didn't think he was that old.
17, 18, I think he is.
Okay.
Yeah, how old's Chida Obi Martin? Yeah, he must be 17 or 18 now. Yeah, he had to be because he had to be 18 to sign his professional contract, didn't he?
Yeah, he's 17. You're right, Gal. He's 17. 29th of November.
Yeah.
Probably going to not be far off getting in the team based on United's results recently. Cranky
Well, he
says,
hasn't
bless up
even
T
made the
and
bench yet, Tom.
Gary. Do you want to jump in at all, Cranky? If you do, I'll send you the link. I'm sure you can handle it, knowing that we're 1-0 up so far. Garfield says, no, just reserves, but banging them in as he was for Arsenal. When needed, welcome to the chat. They put him back under 21 level only. Wanted to progress and no further ahead at United. Cranky's going to join us at half-time. Big up for that. Love that.
Yeah, you're right there when needed. He wanted to progress too quickly, and he was only going to be at the same level he was at Arsenal now. He may have got the looking in a couple of the cup competitions early doors, but he basically United offered him double the wages we did, so they took the money, and good luck to him.
Indeed. I mean, to be honest, it's a big decision for these kids. Obviously, you don't know how long your football career is, so if you take a chance and say, look, I'm willing to put money on that I'll succeed at Man United, knowing that they're going to pay you, a stupendous amount of money, then yeah, you got to go with that. I mean, he's not English; he's from Holland, so he's not got ties to Arsenal.
No, he's Danish, isn't he?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he's Danish. I knew it was one of them.
He plays for Denmark. So Arsenal have a free kick way out on the touchline, halfway inside the Brighton half. I think it's what's happening here? And I'll play it short to Waneri. Oh, why didn't you create the run, Declan Rice? You've done everything right. It was a brilliant free kick. And at the last minute, Rice stopped his run and came back towards where he played the ball from. He would have been clean through. That would have been a well-worked free kick.
Saka 2.0. Ethan Nambweri is just the sixth player to score multiple Premier League goals before turning 18, after Wayne Rooney 7 and Michael Owen 5. It's a good start for his career, isn't it?
It only looks like he's getting brighter and brighter with each game.
Yeah, and the fact that we waited to see him, and obviously the manager's done what he's needed to do to keep
this
him
Baliba
level-headed.
for Brighton. He's some player, man. This Adingra is making runs inside Thomas Partey and William Saliba all game so far.
I'm currently looking, and it's Jorginho with
Great
the right
tackle,
back.
Jorginho. That's a foul, ref. Thank you. Blatantly tripped. Marino was blatantly tripped. Great tackle from Jorginho and a lovely bit of skill from Marino to pick up the ball and take it away and turn towards the Brighton goal. And he's tripped, and Arsenal have a free kick just inside the Brighton half.
I'll tell you what, Marino hasn't got any pace, has he?
No, he looks a bit of a plodder.
Yeah, I just looked at him running on a tackle where he's trying to chase a man down, and he's treading water.
But mind you, listen, if you can read the game well, pace is not
it's not the most important
a major factor. If you read the game well enough and you can tackle and you can get your head on stuff, you're pretty much doing okay.
Yeah, good bit of skill from Marino that you mentioned, Gal. Just got to see it.
So Jesus is literally playing the 6 now. It's up front, Jesus, man. It's worked well to Trossard. Cuts inside his man. The crosses to the far post. Oh, and it's just taken off Declan Rice's head by Belieber, I think. I do like this Belieber. I've mentioned him before. He looks a right player.
Is it fair to say that you are a believer of Belieber?
I am a believer of Belieber, and I believe that he should be playing for us. Well, they just put a stat up at the beginning of the game. He leads the league in tackles, possession ones, and duels. He's number 1 in all 3. And he's only 20 years old, and so he fits the bill perfectly.
Yeah.
Just clear the ball, man. I don't like all this. Oh my God, Thomas Partey, stop it. Jesus Christ. Thomas Partey just done a little rainbow flick over the Brighton player's head. Done a little rainbow flick. Did you just see it?
No, not yet.
Oh, you're going to see it. You must be seeing it now.
Give that guy a contract, for crying out loud.
That's it. Calafiori wins possession back, and Arsenal break now. He's 4 against 4. He's picked out Nwaneri. Oh, come on, Ethan. You got to do better than that. He tries to go past the man, and he fouls miserably. It was a step over, and then I think he missed the ball to go on the outside, and the Brighton player was able to just to get the foot in. But this thing, you're not going to get everything right. But the main thing for me, I want to see him trying these things, you know.
Yeah. I just saw that little skill from Partey.
So there's no way through for Brighton. Arsenal looking solid at the moment. And we forced Brighton all the way back to their goalkeeper. Oh, Jorginho, man. turned into blatant trouble. Oh, and how has he missed? How has Adingra missed? I was waiting for the net just to bulge. Jorginho he takes the touch, he turns into trouble, and that Belieber is bang on him. And it breaks into O'Reilly, who squares it, and Adingra just has to get it on target, and it's in, and he skews it wide of the post. But that comes from Jorginho just not being aware of what's around him. Well done, Calafiore. Trossard getting booed every time he touches the ball.
Brighton definitely pressing hard because they've got, any given time 6 to 8 players in our half.
Yeah, Arsenal played it round the press really well.
It's just unfortunate that when Brighton are playing such a high
It's a
line,
corner.
we don't have anybody capable.
And then where he does the little step over, beats his man to the byline, but Estepina gets his body in front, but then just literally touches the ball for no reason, and Arsenal have a corner. Crazy defending. He didn't need to do anything.
Do our usual, hopefully.
So when Neri with the corner. So Brighton have left players up top.
Well, like Sporting did.
And then where his corner hits the side netting at the foot of the post.
Bad corner then.
Actually hit the post. And then actually hit the post.
Near post.
Liverpool should. Yeah, near post. Yeah, Liverpool should absolutely wipe the floor with United, but you never know.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jesus almost nicked it off the keeper's toes. The keeper does a little drag back and pulls it back inside. Come on, shoot. Too much. Corner Arsenal. Trossard's shot is blocked. And it's over the bar. But I said, when you see that, I thought, now where he should have taken that ball and beat the next man and gone on for a shot at goal himself. So Brighton leave 3 players up. They've got 2 over on Calafiore's side and 1 over on the far side. So Arsenal have left Saliba back, Jorginho and Calafiore.
Tell you what, that drag back by the keeper was brave, but brilliant.
It's one of them. If it comes off, it looks good, doesn't it? And if it don't,
Yeah.
you think, what the hell's he doing? Oh my God! And it's over the bar. I think it was Gabriel came in and he's flattened. Who's he flattened? He's flattened Jesus, who I think gets in his way. Oh no, it was Marino. And he's flattened Thomas Partey and Jesus. And Gabriel pulled to the ground again by his neck. And if Jesus doesn't head that, Marino's got a clear header at goal.
Yeah.
If Jesus doesn't head that, Marino's got a clear header at goal. And a great chance to make it 2-0.
Whew.
And Jorginho's lost it again. And here come Brighton, but Saliba's there to snuff out the danger and make a great pass to Marino, who's taken out by a Belieber. And surely, why have you stopped it? So the referee gives the free kick, but Arsenal in possession. They've already played it out to the wing. And surely that should be a yellow card. And he's going to tell Arteta or someone on the bench to sit down. That should have been a yellow card all day long. Why is Marino chipping the ball into João Pedro's face? Don't do anything stupid. That was a dirty tackle by Belieber on Marino.
I can't believe he played on.
Well, he should have played on because Arsenal had broken through and we were sending a player down the line. And parties give it away, and it's João Pedro, and Saliba sorts him out. Oh, come on, Jorginho again's lost the ball.
What the hell?
And Belieber shoots, and it's gone out for a throw. Gone out for a throw 10 yards away from the corner flag. Well done, Calafiore. And well done, Calafiore again. Party's ball was a little bit short. Well done. No, you've got to... too much now, Wanyeri. You've done the hard bit, lay it off, and then receive it again.
Oh, just saw that shot that went for the throw-in. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest. There's the cross and straight into the gloves of David Raya.
You know, someone's got to have a word with him at half time about that. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that shot that went for a throw-in? That needs a further discussion.
I bet you couldn't do it again. That's one of them ones. Well done, Marino. Didn't let the centre back get a free header there. Thomas Tuchel in the crowd, who was at the Spurs game earlier.
Getting around.
I don't know who he's come to see. He's got Declan Rice, Wanyeri. Well done, Jesus. One more now. Party, 3 terrible balls from Thomas Party in a row.
Really? Oh, man.
Go on, Declan Rice. Go on, Declan Rice. Go on, Declan Rice. Square it. Belieber again gets back. I thought Rice may have had a claim that if he would have gone down, may have got a pen. He was buffeting him all over the gaff. So we're in 4 minutes added on, guys. And the referee tell him to get on with it. Like you can't go over to your player and tell him where you want the corner to be put. Oh, he's booked Nwaneri. He's booked Nwaneri for taking 30 seconds to take a corner. Anthony Taylor, you are a bona fide donut.
Seeing that advanced position there where Declan Rice was left bearing down on goal, he, like Martinelli, doesn't have any kind of like tricks. You know, you got to know the man's coming. You got to find some way of either bullying your way into getting shooting position or tricking your way in. You know, Odegaard in that position, he knows what's coming. He's going to do all sorts of dancing to be able to find an open man. Rice hasn't got that in his game. You know, he's a good player, but he just has. It's like he doesn't have a trick in him. Yeah, that's a useless yellow card. Absolutely stinks. The referee is right, is he?
The thing is, now every time a goalkeeper or anyone takes time over a free kick, you've got to go and give them a yellow card.
Campbell, win it. I noticed in the sequence that came after the corner, Calafiori makes a challenge, and it's kind of that same position that he was in against the goal on a couple of nights ago in the Brentford game. But this time he makes sure he's in the right place. Because I felt like that goal against
I don't know what the referee's doing in this game, Tony, right? But there's a passage of play coming up. There is a foul on Thomas Partey. Then the Arsenal player fouls someone. Then Marino is fouled, I think. And then Jorginho is taken off the ball. Oh, sorry, Declan Rice fouls the Brighton player. Clear free kick. And then Jorginho is taken out just as he passes the ball, and he awards the free kick for that. But 2 clear fouls before that.
Dodgy referee, innit? And that's something we've got to be wary of.
And Layla.
We have to be wary of that.
And that's half time, guys. That's half time.
Cool.
So 1-0 to Arsenal. Been a bit of a scrappy game. Brighton have had a couple of chances. Arsenal took one very well through Ethan Nwaneri. But to be honest, it should really be at least 1-0 because Brighton have missed a sitter. So half time. Oh, it's so cold.
Yeah, I've got the heating on, so I'm nice and warm. But I went out earlier today. Whew, jeez.
Yeah, I've got the heating on as well, man. And it's still freezing in here. Apollo's going 6-0 to Liverpool against Man United.
Yeah, so
I reckon it could be double figures.
Asking a question for Man United versus Liverpool predictions. So Emerson's predicting 3-1 to Liverpool, and Apollo, as you said, is predicting Liverpool 6. In a Manchester versus Liverpool game at Old Trafford, that would be wow. I mean, that would put a hell of a lot of pressure on Amorim, because he's having a torrid time there at the moment. You know, the one thing you got to do is in your biggest game of the season, not get completely assaulted.
I think that's going to be difficult tomorrow. I can't see anything else than Liverpool absolutely battering them. I would love, I'd love it to be like a draw or something like that, but I just can't see it.
You've got to tell your players, look, boys, this has been a crap show so far, but we can't be losing to Liverpool without putting up a performance. I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does, you know, in terms of player selection, because to me, none of them players bar Diallo, possibly Ugarte, but all the rest of them.
He's injured, Ugarte, anyway. Was he suspended the last game?
So
he didn't play the last game.
I mean, I really think that's possibly the worst Man United team I've seen for absolute ages. Well, I mean, apart from Amad Diallo, is one of them players give you any kind of hope?
Well, I was, funny enough, you talk about Diallo. I was watching a clip on social media of Robbie from AFTV saying that Arsenal should go and try to sign Amad Diallo, who's entering the last 6 months of his contract and not as of yet has not signed a new one with United. So a possibility there for someone to go and nick him. He looks a decent player. If you could get him on a free, it would be even better.
I mean, you know,
but I think the main problem with United is that Amorim wants to play this 4-3-4, and he hasn't got the players for it.
Yeah,
he hasn't got the players.
It looks completely messed up in terms of the ratio of players and the makeup of the players. They just look completely lost and devoid of ideas. And I don't know what he's trying to present by way of a system, but nobody's playing it, and nobody seems to even know how to play it. You know,
I think you need the players to implement certain systems. You need to have certain players in the group that can play it. And it doesn't look to me like anyone in this United group has a clue of how to play this 3-4-3.
I think we may have alluded to it the other day, Gary. You know, the first thing that Arteta did when he came to Arsenal was to develop the spine of the team. Liverpool, Man United just don't have a spine. You know, they don't have a decent centre.
Yeah, but before he was able to do that, though, he had to play with what he had, and he played the system that fitted the players that he had. Yeah. So he didn't come in and say, right, we're going to go 3-5-2, or this we're going to play 4-3-3, and that's what we're going to do. You're going to play here, and then he developed it over a period of a season or so, where he had transfer windows to go and get the players he needed. Amorim just gone there, and he's gone, right, this is how I play. If you lot can't play it, it's tough. I'm not going to change. Deal with it.
Yeah. I'm just getting Bertram. I just sent you the
I'm just going to go and put my dinner on. I'll leave you.
All right.
I'll be back in a little while.
No worries, my friend. And here he is. Welcome to the stage.
Gary and Tony. So Gary disappeared. I didn't run Gary, did I?
Yeah, he just got to grab some food.
How you doing?
I'm good, buddy. Good to see you as always. Looking
same
fresh
here,
in that
same
nice
here.
spanking brand new studio.
Yeah, I like the studio. I must admit. It's 2025. You got to come with something new.
Nice, it's nice.
Yeah. Thank you. How is it going?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a tough game that we're watching here. Obviously, you know, with players out, we've had to do some reshuffling. Scored a good goal, a well-working open play goal. I thought good ball from Marino, which is pleasing to see that he has that in his game. Good finish from Nwaneri. But yes, it's a tough one today.
Yeah, and they are a good ball possession team, right? Which makes it much more difficult, right? So they're gonna make you work, which tires you out. Because when you're in offense, as you know, you don't get tired on offense. You get tired when you have to chase people, and they make you chase them. So that makes it much more difficult for us. But and I don't like seeing Partey at right back, especially against a skillful player. I don't think they feature in a danger enough, actually, if they want to trouble us. Because I think Partey, when he's on the ball, he's okay. And even then, sometimes he's making passes, which he probably should just try to play it long over the top. We have to rethink the approach we're taking, because when that team is pressing you real high, there has to be space behind them to get behind them, right? And Nwaneri is not the quickest, but you got to let them think about it and play deeper. If you allow them to keep pressing up on you, then you won't have the room to maneuver, which is what we are experiencing in this game. I think Nwaneri actually has a lot of talent, as we know, but he's playing like a 30 years old sometime and like a 15-year-old sometime, which you expect from somebody 17. Because sometimes he beats one man, he wants to beat 2 and 3 versus just make the pass after you beat the first man. You're trying to create space when you beat somebody. You don't try to penetrate all the time. So hopefully that will change. And also, Jesus is not in the game enough. Not necessarily his fault. We got to get him on the ball. We don't see, the thing is that we don't have the Odegaard to create space just because of your body movements and your shape and how you move. Then the front players don't get enough service as they probably should, right? And Marino is supposed to be playing the 10 or a hybrid, but it's not as smooth as one would like it to be. Now, I heard you guys talking about Man U. The Man U team to me is not hard to pick. They're not getting 6 tomorrow, by the way. When we doubt Man U, somehow they turn up. Didn't they win a trophy last year? Didn't they beat Man City when they were rolling? Like, you're playing your worst enemy. If you have to take a red card, you may have to put on something on them, but you don't go take no 6. And if the coach is smart, don't play wide open. Play compact and try to put that Rashford out there. Let him have some speed. Let him try to go on the counter. I would play Højlund, Rashford, and Diallo up front. I would play Agarty, Fernandez, and Maino in the middle. And I would play Dallo, the Moroccan, and Maguire, and Yarrow. I wouldn't play De Ligt. I don't rate De Ligt. I don't people talk about De Ligt. I don't rate De Ligt. That's why he left Juventus and he left Bayern. You can be open. That's the team to me. That team could hold their own against Liverpool. Man, they probably get beaten still, but it's if you try to play that three at the back stuff he's playing, where there's space between the lines between the right and left midfielder, it's not going to work. And then when you pass those midfield, it's only three defenders. It's not going to work. Diallo is not a midfield, a right or left back, or wing back. That's not what he does. So you're forcing him to do something that is not normal for him. So, but I hope they turn up tomorrow. I hope they turn up. And as you were saying, the manager's got to take some responsibility. I'm not sure if he's trying to prove a point to say how poor they are, but if that's what he's trying to do, he's proving it. He's proving it. I don't know why he makes some of the decisions he makes. Why is Rashford not in the team? Right? Why are you trying to prove?
Story goes, Cranky, that apparently he went out before a match once and denied it, and then he done it again, and that's why he's not in the team.
Well, you can keep cutting off your nose to spite your face. That's all I say. Find him some money.
You can't. You got to stamp the hard rod in that situation, because clearly, if you allow any kind of like that kind of behavior to take place, it just opens up the floodgates for other.
That behavior happens all the time.
It doesn't.
Hey, Tony. When Abba was at Arsenal, he used to do that nonsense and get away with it when he's scoring goals. As soon as he's scoring goals, but I'm saying, when you're producing, you get leeway.
Yeah,
it's life.
Those are the things that ultimately, when your team is losing and you've got a losing team, those are the things you can't get away with. If you're in a winning team,
but I'm just saying, he has been in the squad for like what? How many weeks? What's the defined punishment? You should have a set punishment. I'm giving you 3 weeks off. I'm giving you 4 weeks off. I'm fining you 4 weeks' wages. But have something definitive. You're out there struggling on the field. He can't be your worst player. He's better than who you putting out there. Because right now, all you do is getting beaten.
Yeah.
So I don't know what works for Man U. And they got to spend a lot of money to recover. I don't know where that money's coming from, because they're paying so much wages. It's ridiculous.
Well, he's already said, isn't he, that he has to sell before he can buy. So he has to sell. He can't buy nothing in January unless he sells.
What do you sell? What? You're selling old clothes? Who wants old clothes? You got to give it away. What do you mean you're selling? You go sell.
I'm just repeating what I read.
First of all, Gary, you gonna pay Rashford $350 a week? Really? You're already paying Sancho.
$350 a week.
You
Rashford.
have to pay him because he's already on that salary.
No. What I'm saying is that about selling. So if you're trying to sell him, you gotta. Who's buying him? Gonna pay $350 a week? Unless you're PSG, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
Barca can't do it, and they probably don't want him. So who in the Premier League gonna take on $350 a week?
Yeah,
Chelsea's already playing. Yeah, Chelsea already playing Sterling 200,000. He's not at Chelsea.
Yeah,
it's not happening.
Right, you're right.
It's not happening. Now you can't sell Man U players because their wages are too high.
Yeah,
way too high.
That's the one worry. Social joins. It's 5 at the back. I'm assuming you're talking about Man United, right? If you can give me some context on that, but I think it's pertaining to our comments about Man United. Guys, I'm going to bring us back to Arsenal and bring up the match stats so that we can have a look at what's been going on in the game so far. Get rid of that temporarily. As you can see, interestingly, Brighton have a higher XG, very slightly by 0.001 or 0.01 of 0.59 against us of 0.58. They've had one more shot, 6 against 5. Of those shots, they've only had one on target. One was extremely bad, and I don't know if it actually goes down as a shot because it went for a throw-in.
From the left side, by the way. From the left side to the right side, just to say that.
It can't be called a cross.
It was more of a cross than a shot.
It was a clearance. It was a clearance.
Touches in the opposition box. Now, I often see this figure. Arsenal tend to dominate a lot of touches in the opposition box in games. Clearly today, we're not getting those touches in the opposition box. And I'm going to make the reason for that, to me, is Gabriel Jesus. I personally think he's not playing in a position where, you know, you can be a goal threat by having people in and out of the box consistently. He's playing too deep.
So here's a question for you, Tony.
Yeah.
Is it Jesus or is it the 10? Because
It's
when
Odegaard.
Odegaard is playing, when Jesus is playing, Odegaard is playing, we don't have the problem, do we?
True, very true. I mean, we're playing Marino and Rice as sort of the hybrid 10s right now, 10-8s.
Yeah. Yep.
Neither of them
Martinelli
really,
coming.
let's be
Wait,
honest.
sorry, Tony. Martinelli coming on. I'm not sure for who, but Martinelli's coming on.
Okay, that might give us a little bit of an edge in terms of, because of the high line that Brighton play. Are they also bringing on 2 new players by the looks of things?
Yeah, they had 2 players warming up, so I'm not sure if
Yeah.
they're coming on.
Yeah. So yeah,
It may have come on for Nwaneri. I don't see Nwaneri out there, so
okay.
Yeah, Nwaneri for Martinelli. I think that's wise with the yellow card. Don't want him making a little error and
So
getting
talking
sent
about
off.
Ethan, those were his numbers for the first half. Those are pretty impressive numbers, guys. 100% pass accuracy,
nothing wrong with
22 touches, 4 crosses, 3 duels won. I thought he had a tidy first half. I know there were a couple of passes went astray and some of his crosses weren't accurate.
no, he lost possession. And wait, where's the loss? He lost possession a few times. Where's that?
That's not there.
He lost possession at least 3 or 4 times that I recall in one-on-one duels.
Okay.
I don't see the lost possessions out there.
Okay.
Agreed. You know, if me and Stan are agreeing, you know, it's a bona fide fact.
And he joined some lofty company in 6 players that have scored multiple Premier League goals before turning 18, which includes Wayne.
See,
Rooney,
I think
Owen.
multiple Premier League goals should be 3. It shouldn't be 2. That's a couple, isn't it? 2's a couple. 3's multiple.
Well, you know what?
It depends. You can use both. You can use multiple, and it's more than one.
Who remembers Danny Cadamarteri at Everton?
Yeah, he was a big Arsenal fan, wasn't it, Danny Cadamarteri?
I think you're right.
Yeah, his son played too, right? Doesn't his son play? Yeah, I think his son plays in League, Championship or League One of them.
So yeah, boys, we're back on the pitch. Bertram, you going to sign off until the half time, or are you going to keep with us
until full time? Until full time, I'll be back.
Okay,
full
buddy.
time.
I'll catch you then.
All right.
See you in a bit.
So yeah, Jorginho coming on for Brighton. So we've got 2 Jorginhos on the pitch right now. One for Brighton, one for Arsenal. I didn't see who the other player was.
Oh, Jorginho, what are you doing, bro? Oh my God! I thought he'd give a penalty. Jorginho's been caught on the ball, and as he goes down, it looked like he kind of grabbed the ball as they do, and the referee blew, and I'm thinking, oh no, and he's given a free kick for the foul on Jorginho. It just looked like he was about to grab the ball.
Terrible. At this point, I'd substitute him and bring on Miles Skelly. He's just a little bit more assured, and obviously he's that much quicker.
I'd even put Miles Skelly to right back, or Calafiore to right back, Skelly to left back, and Partey back in the 6.
Yeah,
because Jorginho's been getting caught all game, man.
Yeah, I just saw the incident.
When you're playing four sixes, man, you should never concede a goal, man. And it's a shot straight at David Raya from Estepina.
So Martinelli gone straight into the same position as Nwaneri, playing on the right. I want to see him use his pace against Estepien. You know.
Yeah, granted, I agree with you again, Stan. That's twice in one game. That's never been seen before.
Yeah.
I figured out why it was cold in my house, Tone, because I accidentally unplugged the boiler after I turned it on.
Oh,
So it wasn't actually on. That's why I've been sitting here freezing.
yeah. My friends just messaged me about Jorginho, saying that he looks like he's lost the step. This has got to be.
And you know what I saw? I think it's hard when you don't play and then you come in. It's hard to pick up the rhythm because you're not playing regularly.
Yeah, just seen a passage of play where Declan Rice was set free on the right-hand wing, and he has no idea what to do. He has no idea. The player going past him, he doesn't have a ball around the corner, and then he doesn't know how to stand his man up and create the space to make a pass inside, and he ends up losing the throw-in.
But he wins the ball back there. Though. What a great tackle, Declan Rice.
Yeah,
I think in that position, what you're just talking about there, Tony, he should have just carried on running.
Yeah, he's got great tackling skills, but offensive, he's challenged. He's got that great corner and ability to play from dead, but he's currently filling in for a past master and a creative genius in Odegaard.
So what I want to know is, right, it's a foul by Gabriel Jesus, right? Correct. It was a foul. But then that Veltman comes in after the referee's blown his whistle and smashes Jesus to the floor. How is that allowed? Get his way, Marino.
That ball went out of play.
Jesus, man. You've just gone back to the Jesus of old. You're just trying to do too much on the ball all the time.
I just saw that 1-for-1. That's nothing, Gal. He can't complain. There's no complaining there. That's just good, hard football.
What's that, the Veltman on Jesus?
Yeah. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the whistle's gone.
Yeah.
The whistle's gone. It is a foul by Jesus. But what I'm saying is, how is the Brighton player allowed to come in and throw Jesus to the floor like that with a shoulder budge?
Yeah, I'll take that.
After the whistle's gone, the play's dead, right?
Yeah, but I'll take it. That's
clear the
play out
ball.
of the press. Well done. Oh, see where you mean that Jesus playing with his food again. Nothing. That's where your Vinicius Jr. would have just absolutely decimated Brighton there in that position. It's just not got any of that Brazilian flair to be able to do something. Silky Thomas. Hola.
Oh, well done, Martinelli.
Go on. Oh.
Well played. Use it just down the line. That's it. One more. That's it. Come on, Jesus. Oh, what are you doing with your life?
I do feel uncomfortable with Thomas Partey at right back because he's got pace against him and he knows it.
He's got pace and trickery. That Adinga's quite tricky as well.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with him there.
Oh, get that airborne, Thomas. That he was through. So Partey nearly set away Martinelli. Oh, Marino, you got no pace at all, bro.
That's what I said. He's treading water when he's trying
but
to keep up with them fast boys.
I don't know what's below slow, but that's whatever that it is. That's what it was.
You know who's missing in this game? Trossard.
Yeah, but he hasn't had. I think it's as much about the support that the players are getting, rather than that's it. Jesus, go on. Oh, how are you offside? And again, he's been flattened again by the Brighton defender, and he was offside. The play stopped.
Marino is really.
You should never be offside there, man. What the hell? Huh?
I said Marino is really struggling. It's like you can see that he wants to put a sprint in, but he's got no ability to do it.
Well played, William Saliba. Oh, Martinelli, just control the ball, Martinelli. You didn't need to do that. But Arsenal win a corner, but he didn't need to. Martinelli didn't need to take a touch there and turn with the ball. Just control the ball as where you're standing.
Yeah, I've just seen an opportunity. He had to play a ball down the line and he missed it. That's good control, Jesus inside, but he was offside. I've just seen that.
Yeah, he should never be offside there.
Yeah, he's up against the Giants though, and he's trying to get a little edge on there. There's two,
yeah, but then you come this side of them, not the other side. You come towards the ball.
You know what it is with Jesus? He hasn't got a turn of pace, so he's kind of trying to sneak that little advantage. You know, when you look at like Henry and Anelka, they'd always start behind your play because they know.
Oh, and it's taken off of Marino's head at the far post. Taken off of Marino's head at the far post by their other Jorginho.
Little shot there with Danny Welbeck and James Milner on the bench. Danny's obviously not in the squad today, not well.
Oh, that's a foul, ref. Come on, man. That has to be a yellow card. He's got no intention of winning the ball there. Absolutely flattened Declan Rice. Coming from behind him, he's not trying to win the header there. He can't win the header. He's jumped from 3 miles away. He's never going to win the header in a million years.
Oh. Big up to Shay in the house. Hope you're well, Shay. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys.
So Declan Rice, I think, is taking this free kick. Can he produce something?
This game we need a second goal in this, don't we? Whoa.
Yeah, 100%.
Jesus, wet. Just seen that challenge on Declan Rice. Wipe out.
Yeah, he's never going to win. He's never going to win the ball there, Tony.
Jeez.
Oh, is it? Oh, must be. Oh, and it's who is it? Well, someone was offside, but someone missed their kick because Declan Rice has played the free kick along the floor. and they was all on side, and it's Marino's missed his kick. What a brilliant free kick. Should have been 2-0.
Missed the opportunity.
And here come Brighton. It's 6-on-3, and Declan Rice is the one who gets back. And João Pedro goes down holding his head. And Anthony Taylor has given a penalty.
Oh.
Anthony Taylor has given a penalty. It took him an eternity, Tony, to think about the decision. An absolute eternity. João Pedro's gone down holding his head. Let's have a look.
Kind of feel that was coming.
Oh, he's headed Saliba's face. What? So the ball's up in the air. Saliba's gone to head it. João Pedro gets there first, and then Saliba heads his head. But it's a totally accidental collision.
So surely VAR?
Well,
seriously? That is a penalty? VAR not looking?
no, don't be silly. It's against Arsenal. Why would they look?
Oh, hard work, Arsenal. I don't even see how that... Where is the foul?
It was Saliba headed his head. He just got to the ball a fraction before.
But Saliba, if I'm not mistaken, actually gets his head to the ball. Very slight touch.
And João Pedro has scored, and it's 1-1. And João Pedro exaggerated the touch because it was nowhere near as like he claimed it was.
Oh, well. Change the banner.
I think even if he goes the right way, he's not saving that. That's smack bang in the corner. Smack bang into the side netting. But Arsenal have had a couple of chances to go. It's just showing it again. I don't even, the more I see it, the more I don't. He's rolling on the floor, screaming like he's actually been headbutted.
Yeah, I don't see that as a pen.
But we were just saying we needed a second goal, and then they go straight down the other end and score.
Right after we should have taken a 2-0.
And now they're bringing on Matoma.
Oh dear. Tell you what, they're not lacking pace now, are they? With Matoma, Dingra, Pedro, that's a lot of pace in their
well, Dingra's just got off for Matoma, but they brought on that Yakuba Minter guy who's absolutely rapid. I don't know if Odegaard's got 10 minutes in him. I have no idea. But we need something. Odegaard is getting ready.
How do you head somebody and get a penalty when you mildly touch the ball with your own head?
Well, I don't think Saliba got a touch on the ball. It was just.
I honestly think he gets a little touch on the ball.
It's a shame that was Marino breaking through there, because if that was Declan Rice, that was probably 2-1 Arsenal. And here come Brighton, and Yakuba Minta's. Referee, how's that not a foul? Matoma against Party. Oh my God, what are you doing? Clear the ball, man. And Gabriel Jesus again taken down from the back. That's got to be a yellow card.
Yeah, Apollo even says, how often do you see a penalty given away for an accidental headbutt? I mean, it's an accidental clash of heads. That's how you see it.
I mean, it took him an eternity to point to the spot. But in all truth, Anthony Taylor couldn't wait to point to the spot.
Yeah, of course.
So Jorginho is off. Odegaard is on. So
Okay.
What's this now? Rice will go to the 6. To the kitchen in the bedroom.
What the hell is that, ref? Seriously? Yeah, that needed a yellow card on Veltman. A horrible tackle. That could have been an ankle breaker.
Now, the funny thing is there, right? They've just showed the replay again. Anthony Taylor doesn't see the foul because his view is blocked. He looks round the player, sees João Pedro on the floor, and then gives a penalty.
Really?
Have a look in a minute. You'll see it coming up. 64, 40. You'll see it coming up. You see him look round the player. He sees the player on the floor screaming and holding his head, and then he points to the spot. That's why it took him so long to point to the spot, because he didn't see it.
Come on, Arsenal. We need a win here today.
It looks like they've lost their... Is that Igor Julio? He's gone off injured.
Yeah, but that's not surprising when you don't have your ballers. We're obviously missing Saka and Odegaard. Odegaard just come on, of course. And then Partey's playing at the right back slot. So, again, more reasons why you ain't got creation. And I've been saying this all game. Declan Rice does give you nothing from that 10 point. He's not a creative type player. Marino is not setting the world on fire. As I said, the judge is still out, but at least he's created an opportunity for a goal.
Oh, Martinelli, this guy Martinelli, Jesus Christ, man. Oh, my God, look at this guy run. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. That Minter just opened his legs. Oh, my days. He was rapid.
Yeah. Brighton have got...
He looked like that. What's the guy? What's the runner guy? Got or whatever his name is. That new 16-year-old kid who's breaking all these records for 100 meters and stuff.
Oh, Gout.
That's it, Gout. I knew it was something like that.
So we're 68 minutes in, still 1-1. Would you take a draw now, Gal?
Well, I think there's only one team capable of winning it, unfortunately, and it ain't us.
I mean, the
we
combination...
just need something. I mean, Trossard hasn't been in the game all game. Jesus has done nothing. We're relying on Odegaard to come on now.
I mean, Martinelli, you're hoping, but you kind of know what you're getting there.
João Pedro just made a run, and he kept it so simple. He controls the ball, he turns, and he tries to cross it. We haven't got a centre forward that like that. Gabriel Jesus wants to do too much. And now it's Matoma versus Martinelli, and he beats both of them. The cross is in the box. And it's headed clear. Excuse me.
Trossard. See, this is where the lack of options is killing us. Trossard has had a stinker as far as I'm concerned. He has done absolutely nothing all game. There's no way
Jorginho was lucky that he didn't get sent off, you know. Jorginho was lucky he didn't get sent off. And that Veltman's grabbed him round the neck as he's running towards the free kick. Jorginho's done a little back flick. I think he totally misses him, to be honest. But Veltman drops to the floor.
Well, there, Jorginho.
And Martinelli's been taken out again. Come on, ref. From behind. It's a wild hack from behind. And this, how is that not a yellow card? Estepinian just come up, stood straight on the back of his heel.
Double standards again. What can we do? We need to make another change.
Marino's got good ball retention. He carries the ball well and he holds the ball well.
Big up in the chat to Gerard B. He says Arsenal is not aggressive enough. Jeez, I've just seen the wipeout of Martinelli. Wow. He's not even gone for the ball.
Yeah, just come up and stood on the back of his and now Partey's committed the tiniest little foul. Free kick.
This ain't a pretty game at all. And it's literally down to the fact that we ain't got the people, we ain't got the squad to be able to rotate and still be effective. You're putting circular pieces into square holes and trying to make it work, and it ain't going to work all the time. Yes, sometimes it works.
Wenger style, number one, square pegs, round holes.
Sometimes it's going to work,
make
but,
them fit.
You know, against good teams, you know, this is one of them games that we have struggled in.
So Trossard is a passenger.
Yeah.
You know, why don't you just give this young kid Cabio a chance? He's rapid. He's ultra rapid.
Yeah.
Give him a chance.
And that's the kind of balls that Arteta just doesn't have. You know, you got a player who's done absolutely nothing for 70 minutes, 72 minutes. You've got a youngster on the bench. Just give him the minutes. You know.
Well played, Arsenal. Come on, Trossard. 3 in the box now. 3 in the box. No cross. Calafiore. Oh, why are you not crossing it, mate? Corner Arsenal.
2-1 bet for Garfield is still on. And he says, while City were faltering, the rest didn't take advantage, and now City are back. I mean, are they really back? Because they're so far behind Liverpool, my friend. You know,
they're 10 points behind Liverpool.
There's no chance in hell that they catch Liverpool, as far as I'm concerned. We're the best. We've got the best chance. And, you know, it's a game like today where we're looking for inspiration. Somebody needs to come up with something. That's good play down the left. Trossard deliver.
Well
back into
done.
Calafiore. And across is blocked for a corner. Yeah, I mean, they didn't get... Brighton
Make it, Gabby. And then it's not a foul, mate. What are you doing? It's not a foul. You've just lost the ball. You just lost the ball. It wasn't a foul. Well done, Calafiore. Help him. Trossard, you're just not even getting up to play, mate.
Oh, see, Declan Rice, just there again. You know, you release him down the left and he can't do nothing. He's got no step over. He's got nothing that
Come on, Martinelli, what you got? Beat a man, I beg you. Why are you going inside? You don't use your left foot. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. He's playing on the right wing. He has the ball on his right foot. And he cuts inside on his left.
I've just literally seen him do what Declan Rice did on the other side of the pitch. In literally two passages of play, one after the other. They both haven't got an idea how to beat a player and end up losing possession. Now, the one thing you've got to do in your certain positions is, if you ain't got that trick, don't lose the ball.
I mean, you're right-footed. You don't use your left foot. So you're on the right wing. You've got the guy squared up. You've got all the time in the world. Take him on the outside. But you cut in onto your left foot. For what reason? I don't understand. Oh, Odegaard showed. Oh, get away with one. Arsenal got away with one big time.
Apollo says, people might say it's a penalty. My issue is that if the same situation happens tomorrow, it suddenly won't be given and it's not a penalty.
Oh, Reyes made a mistake. Oh, my God. Thank God he didn't shoot first time. So Reyes hacked the clearance and it was played back and it went into the area to Pedro. And had he a shot first time, there was an opportunity to, because Reyes wasn't back in his goal. And Odegaard can't control the throw out. So we now got Martinelli through the middle. Jesus out on the right. But here come Brighton. It's 5 against 3. And Minter's put it wide. How Brighton have not scored is a mystery.
Wow. How did we get into that situation?
Mystery. It was 5 against 3. Saliba, Partey, and Gabriel. And he's put it wide. It went through one Brighton's player's legs. He's trying to shoot. One player misses it, and Matoba just can't get there at the far post. Marino's got to be hooked, mate.
Is it Marino?
Yeah, Marino didn't have the pace to run after the guy in midfield, Tone.
Yeah,
he didn't have the. When he got lobbed over his head, he was out of the game, and he had no pace to get back.
You need that somebody there. I know he hasn't got the legs, but you know what? I'd rather have him than have Trossard, because Trossard is doing absolutely nothing. We've got away with us. We've got away with that. Calafiore sometimes plays like Zinchenko.
Don't insult the man.
No, because he got caught. He got caught in that last situation where we were 5-on-3.
Jesus, why don't you just play it out the other way, man? Come on, Arsenal. That's it. You're through, Jesus. Oh, Jesus, he's played through. All he's got to do is cross the ball, right? And he tries to take the man on, loses the ball. But Arsenal have it back. And Declan Rice, tame shot, but well challenged back by João Pedro. But Jesus, all he's got to do is pass the ball, square the ball. We've got chances.
Mm.
And look, he's had the ball in his hands for 30 seconds, ref. No, didn't think so. Didn't think you'd be interested.
Yeah, as I said, man, Trossard, missing player today. Oh, just cross the ball, Jesus.
Oh, Ray, what are you? Jesus, Ray's giving me a heart attack, man.
Oh, nice feet
Oh,
from
no,
Marino.
just give it away.
That's surely a foul on Declan Rice with that shot.
No, wasn't given.
He definitely got impeded on that shot. Oh, yeah, we're struggling here, aren't we?
We're struggling is an understatement, Tony. Brighton are first to everything. They look fresh. They look fitter.
Well, they had what, 7 days to prepare for this.
I don't know.
Yeah, because remember, we're the only ones who played.
No, they drew 2-2 with Aston Villa the other day.
Yeah, last minute equaliser, wasn't it? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, a draw away at Brighton ain't the worst result. But you know, considering we've had 2 away games, one after the other.
It's not only that, it's you're with a depleted outfit.
Yeah. There's a lot of you know, intangibles in this game that you look at. You know, Thomas Partey playing at right back, just you've lost a man, you've lost the whole position there.
Gabriel done well there to
why
put
isn't
Minter.
Miles Skelly on? You've got to find a space for Miles Skelly to come on. He's going to inject something into this game. You need to change something, Arteta. Bertram, you're probably tearing your hair out thinking, where's your in-game management here? There's players just not performing. The shape is wrong. Go on, find that pass. Go on. Played it behind him.
One more.
Trossard just lost the ball so easily.
I mean, look at these guys sprinting down. Why don't we have players that do that? Sprint to get past people. Well, big 10, 15 minutes coming up there, Tone, because we're under the cosh. And I look at that play. Look, come on, they got runners from midfield. The right back's gone through the middle. Joe Pedro now running that Saliba into the box. Cuts back. And Arsenal, everyone back behind the ball.
He needs to make a change. He needs to make a change. You know, you brought on Odegaard and he's struggling to find that.
Odegaard is struggling to touch the ball, mate. You'd have been better off bringing Miles Lewis-Skelly on to play that position. If Odegaard's had this bug and he's not feeling well. what a header back that was from Marino. He surely didn't mean it. Just like a lame duck waiting to be killed, mate. Honestly.
Oh man. Declan Rice, when he runs, reminds me of Rocky Balboa. Remember when Rocky was racing Apollo Creed on the beach?
Oh, Marino gives it away now.
Oh
and
man, these guys are
that's a
tired.
yellow card.
These guys are tired. They've literally run. He's run them out. They can't run anymore. They've lost the step. And he's
Marino is absolutely blowing out of his hole, man.
Yeah, he's out. He's finished.
Look at him in the wall waiting for the free kick. He's absolutely blowing out of his
The manager.
I know them ones when you've got nothing left to give, man, and you're trying to suck in that air. You're trying to suck in the air and revive yourself.
He's finished, bro.
You know what? David Randolph leaves some space over the other side of his goal behind the wall. I don't like it. That's a hell of a lot of space, man. Miles wide.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about blowing out of his. He is absolutely done.
I've been in them stages, man. You're just trying to suck in that air as much as possible, thinking it's going to revive your lungs. But when you reach that stage, you're done, man.
Someone needs to go down and give him a break.
We'll go down for about 20 minutes. He needs to be replaced. And not only that, he can't even make a tackle. Look, he had to pull out that tackle, Tony.
Yeah.
Brighton are through. He had to pull out the tackle because he would have got another yellow card and been sent off.
God, take him off. You've got to take him off.
You've got to get him off.
He's done. He just, that's a.
You're going to see it now. He pulls out the tackle and allows the Brighton player to go straight through. Well done, Thomas. Now, come on, Martinelli. Can we run? Look at Joe Pedro chasing him. Look at Joe Pedro chasing him.
Yeah, the Martinelli pace is overrated.
Again, no presence in the box. Oh, Odegaard was almost through. I think it was Estepina just got a little footing as he turned. He was clean through on goal.
Wow. This isn't pretty. This is not pretty. Good tackle, Thomas Partey. Drive, Martinelli. No pace.
Every time that boy can drive, turns as if he's in his car.
Get that ball to the other corner and just keep it there as best you can. Keep the ball in their half.
So free kick from roughly the same position as Marino missed his kick from before they went to score and got awarded the penalty. Oh, Brighton have placed a man there now to stop the same free kick happening. I would put Odegaard on the outside. Oh, who's that? Thomas Partey heads over the bar. Free header. I would have taken Odegaard there and placed him on the other side of the wall. And they've had to take the man away.
Oh, Lord. Tipping it down.
Jesus is easily beaten in the air, man. Havertz has been a big miss today. But Marino, again, he's lucky there because he had a little bite of Joe Pedro.
He has to make it look like he's about to tackle, but not actually put the tackle in. Because if he doesn't do that, yeah, that's a great opportunity for that header from Partey. He's missed a good in there.
A yellow card, and Brighton have a free kick in a dangerous area.
Bloody hell, stacking up yellow cards in this game as well now.
And the kick swung in, and it's header, but it's looped up straight into Raya's arms, who sets Thomas Partey going, play the ball. Martinelli, don't tell me you're offside. I'll take him on. No. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's just unbelievable. He takes the player on, he cuts inside, he cuts outside, and then he just has no clue. And then he just runs into the player, goes down like he's been drop kicked in the WWE, and loses the ball. Six minutes added on.
Do that business, mate. Cut that deal. Get Cunha in. Cut that deal. I hear he's been contacted about personal terms.
I find it hard to believe that. I mean, look at that. Shoot. Oh.
Martinelli has got no Brazilian in him. He's got no Brazilian in him whatsoever. I've got more Brazilian than he is just by being default Guyanese. Literally, he's got no Brazilian in him.
How is Marino still on this pitch?
It's crazy. It's
what
crazy.
What are you clapping? You're clapping across. You're clapping across from someone's party that went out for a throw the other side. Yeah, let's clap that, shall we?
Who has he got left on the bench? I can't see how Miles Skelly isn't on the pitch.
Oh, and Trossard's first involvement in the game, and he shoots wildly over the bar and wide.
I just seen him try to chip a ball into the box that he got badly wrong. That's a great ball by Saliba to Partey. Great cross by Partey. Nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody there. Where was Trossard?
Oh, Declan Rice.
How many minutes is that left? 6, is it? Extra?
6 minutes added on, and 3 have been played. And there come Arsenal again with Thomas Partey raiding. Oh, could have almost been a great ball.
Is that Trossard's first shot of the game, wasn't it?
I think it's Trossard's first involvement in any sort of thing towards the game.
Oh dear, not good.
Literally 2 minutes. 2 minutes left of time added on. The squad needs some additions. I mean, Martin Odegaard has just been clattered, and surely that should be a yellow card. But no, I'll just say don't do it again because you're wearing a white and blue shirt. He's turning towards goal and he gets taken out. Do you know what I mean? Turning towards goal, he's going to start running at the back four. He gets taken out, but it's not a yellow card. It's crazy. Now here, instead of Odegaard standing next to Declan Rice, why don't you go and stand on the other side of the box? They have to bring a man out to mark him.
I'm shocked that
What's the point of Odegaard standing there, man?
They look like the team that are going to score, and their fans have left.
Oh, and it's over the bar again. They're appealing for a penalty. I think it may have been Marino brought down at the far post. Calafiore was offside anyway. But Marino was dragged back at the far post. And that is full time, mate. It's finished 1-1.
Wow, we got away with that.
Yeah, out of jail for sure. Because Brighton, there was only one team that was going to win that. And unfortunately, it wasn't us.
Oh, yeah, what a struggle of a game to watch. And it's not very often we come out of a watch along and think to ourselves, we got lucky to get away with a draw. But that was one. That was one. There's not a great of nice stuff that we can talk about when it comes to that game. But there are extenuating circumstances which led to that. And I think ultimately, you know, those decisions not to solidify, not to keep enough players that when you get injuries, you'd be able to handle them, have come back to play. And, you know, we're at the halfway point of the season. You know, our talisman player now out for at least 3 months, you'd imagine. That's a good result for us in those circumstances. But you just look at the next run of games, you know, Newcastle twice in the League Cup, Spurs, you know, there's no easy games coming up. It's difficult to see why, you know, you haven't kept certain players or gone to the market and bought players to ensure that you've got numbers where you need them when you need them, because that's what's happened today. We haven't had the players required. There's no way on earth that, you know, you start a game and you don't have a striker on the bench. you literally don't have a striker on the bench.
Yeah, it's I mean, the squad is literally thin bare. This illness hasn't helped because Havertz has obviously missed the last 2 games through this. Odegaard picked it up, which is why he wasn't starting today. But I mean, I'm still dumbfounded that this Martinelli character opportunities just to do something, and he just doesn't create anything. It's really quite shocking.
Yeah. I mean, between him and Jesus, you couldn't have got more 2 less Brazilian type players.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. It's, I think we definitely need reinforcements. I say the decision not to sell Emile Smith-Rowe and loan Fabio Vieira has just proved all that more shocking. As I said at the time, you know, sell one of them, keep one, because all you've done is, you're playing Declan Rice. You're playing Declan Rice as a 10. He doesn't play 10. He's 6 or 8, and he's learning the 8 position.
He cannot play the 10 role at all. You know,
that's what I'm saying. He looked like a fish out of water today. He was not even involved in the game.
Yeah, a 10 has to be able to see a pass.
It made no sense.
Dissect midfields and low blocks, and he's got none of that in his game.
I mean, it's what he did with Havertz. He tried to play Havertz in the 10 to get the defensive work in, but then you haven't got the creativity. So it makes no sense. You know, you're just trying to make do, but you're killing the team dynamic. But that's listen. I said it at the time. You know, to sell Emile Smith-Rowe made no sense to me. And then you go and loan out Fabio Vieira. I don't think Fabio Vieira has a future at Arsenal. I don't think he's Premier League ready or Premier League cut out for the Premier League. But you'd rather have a proper 10 in the position of a 10 than you're trying to make a 6 into a 10. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
And it's bad management to leave the team this short. We had 2 years with virtually hardly any injuries, which pushed us, which kept our runs in the league going because we had players fit most of the time. Now we're suffering. Saka injured. We've had Odegaard out for almost 3 months. Saka out for 3 months now. You know, we're suffering because we haven't had these type of injuries before. So we haven't had to cope with it. And now it's coming to haunt us because players are getting injured. You know, they're not staying fit because we've had 2 years of it. And very rarely do you get 2 years of people being fully fit. But now's the time where we need to go in January and strengthen quick. So Tuesday we got the Carabao Cup. That's going to be another battle against that brute Joe Linton, who committed about 377 fouls today and only got a yellow card after the last one.
And the very dangerous Alexander Isak.
Oh, that was a hard watch, man. That was a real hard watch. You know, Jesus has opportunities to cross the ball. He wants to beat the man again. Just cross the ball, man. Who knows what's going to happen? Oh, got a headache. So it leaves us 5 points behind Liverpool. Now have 2 games in hand.
I won't stay long because I'm not happy. I'm disappointed. Look, it was a difficult game. The penalty was a penalty. Kudos to Pedro for what he did and actually scoring the penalty. But I do think, though, I hear you guys talking about Martinelli. Why are we talking about Trossard? When last has Trossard done anything?
I said it all through the second half, Bertram. You can't say I didn't talk about him.
If he doesn't score, he doesn't do anything. If he doesn't score, he's useless.
Yeah.
If he doesn't score, he's useless. Like Trossard playing with Sterling to me is like a joke, seriously. Because he can't go by his man. So he doesn't create no mismatches. He's a nice footballer who, if he gets chance, will put it away. But did we test the keeper once today from open play?
Yeah.
I mean, an entire game against a Brighton team who give up chances. We didn't test the keeper. We didn't break him down, test him once in the entire game.
Yeah, we just didn't have the team to do it, Bertrand. That was the glaringly obvious thing for me. We didn't have the players out there.
Why are we playing Partey at right back? Declan Rice can't make any penetrative pass in the football field. Why the F is Declan Rice playing 6? Huh?
No, Rice.
You guys keep talking about great Declan Rice. Declan Rice ain't no great player. He's a good footballer. He can make a pass. He can make a pass to discombobulate the defense any day of the week. He's a good on set pieces. He's good in running around. He ain't got no ability, no defining skills to differentiate himself. Why is he playing the 6? Partey is making passes on right back that he should be making.
Yeah. And that is what makes me say all the time how important Thomas Partey is, because there's not enough players in our team can make those passes.
No, but then
Odegaard and Partey are possibly the 2 best passers of a ball in the middle of the park. Other than that, I mean, give Mourinho his credit. As I said earlier, look, he's got to work on his engine. There's no doubt about that. But he got an assist today with what I could consider to be an excellent pass. Yeah? And he has a small habit of doing that, creating an opportunity from nothing. So for me, the jury is still out, but I've seen enough to say, actually, he's not a scrub.
No, he's not a scrub. I think there's something missing there, though. There's something missing there.
I understand what you're saying, but I still think there's enough to be able to say, let's keep working on that project. Where I see the project is definitely falling down is Rice can't play anywhere but the 6.
Rice can't play anywhere but the bench.
Yeah?
Now, look, Tony, think about this, Tony. You
can't have Trossard playing 90 minutes. Sorry. If the man doesn't play in the game, there's no way he should see the whistle at the 96th minute. There's no way.
Yeah.
No way. And Martinelli has no idea. Absolutely zero. He's the most unfootballing winger, forward striker, Brazilian I have ever seen. He literally has no idea. I
just don't get Martinelli.
Look, I keep telling Tony this, and he pushes back on me about the open play thing. I keep telling, yes, some goals we score 5, and we score 4
today.
Huh?
He played one today.
What do you mean? No. But Tony. It's not Tony. Here's what we're missing, Tony. It's not something about what you score now. It's how much chances you create. So going forward, I can create those chances, right? So if I don't create a chance, I can't get the chance to score. That's the problem.
I get that.
Yeah,
Today was awful. Today was awful because you ended up with no Odegaard, no Saka, Thomas Partey playing at right back. You had Rice as a 10, which makes no sense. Trossard on the left doing dilly squat. You took off Denweri at halftime, the goal scorer, to bring on a player who's worse than him
in scoring. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be honest. So I'm not looking at today and going, "Oh, Arsenal can't create," because today was our worst team. I don't think we can play a worse team.
You basically played 4 6s today in the starting lineup.
So here's a question for you guys. Who is a prolific goal scorer on the team?
Saka.
There isn't one.
He has 5 goals.
Yeah,
He's not prolific. He's not a prolific goal scorer.
He's not. You're right.
We don't have any. Hazard has, Havertz have about 7. We don't have any prolific goal scorer, right? We don't have anybody apart from Saka who's going to really mesmerize defense to go score. Odegaard can do it, but not close enough to the goal. Odegaard has to start scoring goals. I'm sorry. We keep talking about Odegaard's creativity. Part of your job is at 10 to put the ball in the net. He doesn't score goals, and he's had, 1 goal all season? He's been injured for a while, but he's not scoring anymore.
Yeah.
So that more pressure on the forward. If Trossard is not playing, he's not creating goals for himself or scoring or being put into score. Jesus didn't get a lot of kick today. I'm not blaming Jesus for today. He got marshaled, and the ball wasn't coming to him deep. I don't know how the man doesn't realize Rice in the 6 to me doesn't work, because you have to be dangerous from all across the field, and we're not dangerous from the 6th position.
Yeah.
Look how much Partey put over the top today.
Yeah.
Rice tried 1 ball over the top to Martinelli, went out of bounds.
Yeah. I know. I agree with you.
Yeah, that's a major flaw in our play. We don't play the ball in over the top, behind, and through the lines. We're too slow in trying to control every aspect of the game, and it just doesn't work.
Yeah, here's part of my
Sometimes you
problem
just
too,
need to-
actually. I'm concerned about Calafiori. I know he's still new, but he has some Zinchenko in him. He has to get the Zinchenko out of him.
Yeah.
One of the balls that came over that Minte almost scored, what is he doing? He doesn't realize the man is behind him. He's there trying to play the ball versus playing the man on the ball at the same time. He made about 3 or 4 mistakes today. If a better team, they score those goals.
Yeah.
He's overly aggressive as a player. The coach, the manager need to talk to him. He has ability, don't get me wrong, but you can't be making those mistakes in a league like this. You get penalized for it. And today was very disappointing.
We got away with one today. 100% we got away.
The one Minte should have scored. He should have either scored or they scored and across, right?
Yeah.
I don't. The manager have to realize the concept of Marino, Odegaard, Partey, and Rice with Partey on the right. So put Rice at right back then. Why not put Rice at right back?
Clearly, you don't want him at right back.
But he got the energy, he got the engine.
But listen, Cranky, but the fact that Partey is one of the most versatile players we have in our team, that he can play where he's playing, tells me you don't have the confidence to put any of your other players in that position. Yeah?
Yeah.
But you know how good he is at the position in which he's chosen to do. Because most other teams play with a double pivot. Yeah? When you have Thomas, you're playing single pivot, and he does it like he's a double. So clearly, you have to do everything.
We lose too much when he goes to right back. We lose too much.
But Gary, it's a zero-sum game, you know.
Yeah.
Right? You're robbing from Peter to give to Paul. It's not working. Why wouldn't Lewis Kelly play the right back then?
You got to find a way.
Because you had Lewis Kelly play right back against City. Well, you had him play right back against City, didn't you? When he came on late. You put him at right back, so why you put him out there? And the kid has ability on the ball too.
Apollo's got it right. The truth is, this thin squad isn't good enough. The squad is too thin. You cannot not have a striker on the bench. You can't.
We only have one striker in the team, you know.
We only have.
In fact, we may not have any. In fact, we may not have any. We may not have any because Jesus doesn't play like a striker sometimes, right? He doesn't play like a striker sometimes. He doesn't play like a striker sometimes because he wants to go touch the ball. Yeah. He's not in the box looking to prowl and to get tap-ins and all that. So yeah, difficult day. Liverpool running away with a title. No competition this year. None. Every year for the last 3 or 4 or 5 years. So Liverpool is a battle city. It was always a tight race. This year it's
Didn't matter if Partey was in the 6th. The attack is horrible. Look at that.
I disagree with that.
Change the game.
I disagree with that. When Partey's in the 6th, you know what happens? He is perusing the entire field, left, right, and center. He's playing the ball behind the first line of defense. He creates opportunity for the person because playing the ball behind the first line of defense is taking risk. You have to be very comfortable in your game and the speed of your pass and the pace of your pass to do that. When you beat the first line, you have chance now to go beat the second line and third line of defense easier. That's what Rodri does really well for City. We don't have that. when he's playing there. Rice just plays like El
You
Neni
know
2.0.
you know what I didn't get? You know what I didn't get? We had a couple of free kicks from Declan Rice. The first one he played in along the floor, and Marino should have scored before they went down the other end and got the penalty. Right?
Yes, definitely, yes.
After that, there was another 2 or 3, exactly the same situation. So what Brighton did, they took a man out of their wall and they put him in the space to stop that ball getting played in behind. So that was quite clever from Brighton. But if you look at it, when Rice is taking the free kick here, Odegaard is standing just to his left. Why wouldn't you place Odegaard the other side of the area, the other side behind the wall, meaning they have to bring a player out of the middle, or that player who was blocking the ball that where Rice took one free kick, they have to bring a player out to mark Odegaard. And it happened 2 or 3 times, and I'm thinking to myself, just go and stand over there. Just go stand there. They have to bring a player out. It creates more of a chance for us to score from the free kick, and it just wasn't done.
Football is not the most inventive game. Okay, I'm telling you that right now. So the pass you're talking about, the coach actually ran down and told Rice what to do when they played it in. And you're right, Marino should have scored. He just missed the ball and played out, right? Yeah. As you're saying, when they bring the play over, you have 2 choices. You can put a man on the outside on the right and force them to put somebody out there, which they may have to take him from the middle to do so. So then that space get open up. Or if you put him inside, right? You try to create a space between the wall and the man inside to go down the line. Because you keep putting in the box. Here's what they did smart. They have a good coach. 2 things they did smart in this game today, which was done before today's game. Somebody else did that, but they paid for it. It may have been Manu. They put 3 men out. So then we are forced to keep 4 or 5 men out of the box. Right? We got to put 3 men to mark them and 2 men outside the box to take the ricochet of the ball coming out. So then you only have about 5 in the box. Before, instead of having 7 or 8 in the box, we create more chaos, which was good. And secondly, after the second free kick, their line doesn't lean forward anymore. Because what we do, we start in the offside position. Rice put his hands up. We run inside, and then we go. When we're leading, they're not leading with us. That's why we're offside a couple of times. So their coach is continually coaching throughout the process, and we're not adapting as quickly as we can. Klopp used to do this. Klopp used to actually have his team step up versus even leading. When you go take the free kick, he has the whole team move up when he first came and make sure you're offside, because then everybody's going to be offside. Because you can run from deep and not be offside. I do think, look, the set piece is not our problem. Open plays are our problem, right? Because as you said, Marino could have scored on a set piece, which was a really good one. We open play. We're not breaking teams down and getting the box and getting chances. We got nothing today. Scraps. Yeah, nothing. When they get behind, they got behind us a couple of times.
I don't even think it was scraps. Scraps is putting it politely, mate. It was molecules. Molecules. That's what I'm calling it.
Yeah, it's yeah. You know, I mean, he needs to say
before. We should never have sold Smith Rowe and Vieira. You had to keep one of them 2 at the club. And it's all right saying that Smith Rowe was injured, blah blah blah. But he's got to Fulham and he's played almost every game, and he's scored goals and he's created goals. You're telling me that he couldn't have done that at Arsenal? Vieira.
Here's a question though. What are we missing? I'm asking the question though because sometimes we blame wingers, but they're not getting the ball in dangerous position. Even though I think sometime today they just can't beat their man. Even Nwaneri today got turned the ball over 3 or 4 times, trying to beat his man 1-on-1, and can't go by him. And he's very skillful.
Yeah, but we have problems. I don't mind that. I don't mind that because he's actually trying to beat his guy. Martinelli doesn't even do that and loses the ball.
Yeah, but the problem you have, Gary, is if you can't rinse your man 50% of the time, then it's a problem because he's turning the ball over. If you can't rinse him 50%, then you turn the ball. They give him the ball back, and they're a possession team. They're a possession team just like us. Yeah, they're a possession team just like us, actually. Right? They look like.
I noticed more than anything towards the end was how fresh and how fit they was, and they was just flying out. While Pedro's making 50-yard runs, tracking back, catching up with Martinelli, putting in a tackle. We looked jaded, we looked tired, and we just looked totally out of ideas. and it was pretty shocking.
I think we're out of ideas because two things. When Partey and Odegaard in the midfield, there's much more creativity there. When you have Marino, Rice, and who else was there today? It just doesn't work. And Jorginho. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Great. Look, Brighton's a decent team. They're a decent team. They have good players in your team.
Yeah. No, I mean, at the end of the day, we got to not beat ourselves up because of it. We didn't lose. It was a horrible game to watch. There's a lot of things that the Arsenal board have got to go out now and say, look, we're competing in 4 trophies, yeah? And we have to deliver 1 as a minimum.
So here's the question for you guys. Why Tierney or Calafiori? Because Calafiori is not playing inverted. He's not playing inverted.
No, but Tierney's...
At least Tierney crosses the ball.
Tierney's clearly going back to Celtic. There's no doubt in my mind that's happening. That's a done deal.
Because he can cross the ball.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've always liked Kieran Tierney. Unfortunately, he can't stay fit. And he struggles in this inverted role that Arteta wants to play.
Calafiori's not playing inverted. Calafiori's not playing inverted.
He does a couple of times. He doesn't do it a lot, but
he goes in the middle of the field. He goes in the middle of the field. Lewis Kelly plays inverted. He's making pass between the line. He's splitting the defense. He's holding the ball and moving the ball forward. Calafiori not playing inverted.
Yeah, but
inverted is like
Kelly
a midfielder.
Is naturally a 6. That's why that's his natural place. He's a 6, not a left back.
But I'm saying I don't see Calafiori being effective
today. I don't know why.
When I've seen Lewis Skelly play in the 6, he is just different class. You see how you've seen it yourself because
he looks like the kind of player.
The way he shields the ball and uses the ball is quite good.
He should have been on the field at right back and partying. I think Arteta wants to play Marino. He wants to play Rice. I don't know about the Jorginho thing. So in essence, if he plays all 3 of those players, he's got to put Rice in the 6 because you got to put Jorginho in the 6 because he can't play in the player's house. I still don't get it. I
think Jorginho's days are numbered. He's clearly his days are finished. There's too many. There's nothing left there. Yeah, there's nothing left.
He can't run, Tony. He can still pass the. You know them over 40 players who look good on the ball, but when they don't have the ball, they are struggling. That's Jorginho. Cross the ball to what? Well, if the ball is not on the wing to be crossed, he ain't gonna get crossed. Huh?
His brain's not quick enough as well. He can't read.
Yeah, he got caught numerous times today, man.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Cunha?
I love him.
Yeah,
love him. I think he would add a lot to the squad.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, he has 14 goal contributions this year. I didn't really know that.
Yeah, he's
been leading Wolves. I think he scored 11 goals and
10 and 4 assists. 10 and 4.
Yeah, bring him to the carpet.
But you know what? He can play left. He can play left. He can play 10. He can play striker. You know,
if I'm Wolves, there's no way in hell I'm selling him.
Yeah,
at this time of the year when I'm trying to stay up, I'm not selling him.
Wolves would be relegated without that guy.
Yep. You can't sell him. It's not worth it.
But I've called him out a number of times on a few streams, Cunha.
Yeah.
Well, what I like about him is that he got skills. He got skills, right? He has skills. He's not only he got the entire package, actually. He got the entire package.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
He's Havertz 2.0.
No, he isn't. No.
Sorry, Jesus 2.0.
Well, he's an improved Jesus. He's improved. He's not an improved Jesus. He's an improved Jesus.
Jesus 2.0. He does everything that Jesus doesn't do, and he just keeps things simple. Listen, if the Saudi come in for Trossard, I would sell Trossard if they're offering good money for him.
Trossard is the one early in the season who scored a goal and decided not to celebrate because I think he should be starting. Starting what? A car engine? Where are you starting? You ain't starting nothing. I mean, watching you. You ain't starting nothing. What you gonna start? Like I'm watching you play football and thought, well, you're gonna start. You better go grab that whatever Jaguar or Mercedes G-Wagon you're driving and stuff, you're going to start. I don't know what you're talking about. I watch him play. He's not creating anything.
Nothing.
Now you see why how important Saka is, because at least we get a cross from the left, go into the far right hand side of the post. Somebody can run onto it. We get none of that today. Not one effective cross in the entire game.
But you know what? The funny thing is, yeah, Trossard shows he's got more footballing brain than Martinelli.
But that's not hard.
As bad as you
That's
say
not hard,
he is,
man.
and I know he can be totally invisible. But Martinelli has no asset to his offensive game.
Yeah,
he's fallen off a cliff offensively.
Look, we may not do much.
Step over. Literally, he's a Brazilian without a step over. It's like I've been to Brazil. Everybody on the beach got a step over. Everybody on the beach got a step over. He's the only one that ain't got one.
Yeah. There is no dip shoulder left and I go right. There is no plat. There's no plat. There's
nothing.
There's nothing. You know what? Trossard ain't better either. Trossard is not better. I'm sorry. Trossard is no better.
You know what? Trossard is better.
Trossard jockers with the ball.
The end result might not be any better. But what I'm going to tell you, you go watch this carefully. Trossard will try something. Yeah? He'll stop the ball. He'll stand his man. He'll move it on. Yeah? He'll do stuff with the ball, which is very clever. He gets nutmegs regularly. But what happens after that? What happens after that? Off the field over.
He needs to go try on the bench. Go on the bench and go try. Don't go try my teeth. I'm sorry, but I'm not having you. Like, it's not being cruel, but I'm not having trouble. Look, Martinelli, I think Martinelli should be started. He came on today, I think, to help Partey with Adingra. I think it's a defensive move, an offensive move, because Partey may have had a tough time earlier with Adingra, even though I think he did well. He's a makeshift right back. But I thought he put him out there to provide a help, because anyone there wasn't providing the help as well as he probably should. And he also had a yellow card, which, you know, a young kid, you don't know, they may make rash decisions. So, but you know what? We make Brighton look good. They're good, and we make them look better. That's what I see. Yeah. And they got tricky wingers.
And look, we just saw the game against Brentford. Yeah, Ethan Nweri had, to me, a really good game. He was very effective. He was involved in 2 goals. His crossing was better. Today wasn't the day. So he had 1 good game, 1 bad game. It is what it is. He's a kid.
He did score. He scored the only goal.
Yeah. Exactly.
For us. Yeah.
So, you know, it's one of them. You're going to have these kind of situations. But what you can't have is seasoned players disappearing for 90 minutes and still playing the whole 90 minutes. You can't have that. You can't. There's no way Trossard should ever be on that pitch past 60 minutes.
Well, I was surprised that Marino stayed on for 95 minutes.
Marino was done. He was finished.
You saw him in that wall, man. He was trying to suck in the air. I thought he was going to suck in another player.
It looked like my man was about to get a cardiac arrest.
Yeah, the problem with Marino is he's not playing enough football, right? He's not getting enough game time. His game time is sporadic.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with him. He's not continuously playing 90 minutes at a high tempo level. Because training you can't replicate training these games in training. You just can't.
Yeah, no, you can't.
I agree with Socials. He said that Ranieri done more at 17 than most of the senior players, i.e. Trossard and Martinelli. I thought Ranieri was head and shoulders above them. Marino in pants, the Spanish Suchek.
Tough day at the office.
It's a tough game, but, you know, listen, he laid on what was, to me, an exquisite pass for the goal.
Yeah.
And as I said, the jury is still out. I'm not writing him off yet, because I've seen certain aspects of his game that make me think, yeah, there's a baller. He has a football IQ.
No, he can play.
What
Look,
he may not have is the physicality yet.
Well, he has the physicality. It's just not showing because I don't think he's fit. I remember he was out for a while with his shoulder, and he come back and you're not getting a lot of game time, and you come in and you play 90 minutes. That's tough to do at a high tempo. I think he has the ability. He plays well in the pockets. But the Premier League is also very unforgiving, right? People are fit, quick, physicality is different. So he has to get used to the league. You probably need a whole season. Remember when Odegaard first came? He was good, but he wasn't this level. It happens. You come from La Liga where nobody touches you until you reach the final third, and you come here and you get touched the entire game. But no, it should be interesting. See what Arteta does. So when is Sterling expected back? Do we know? And again, if he comes, he probably get no game time anyway.
Sterling is back next week, I believe. His injury was not as bad as first feared, and I think it's literally a week or two. But
why not give him like 3 games run? Give him a 3 game run.
Hasn't even got a look in, which I think is crazy. To have Raheem Sterling sitting on the bench.
But you're playing Trossard over Sterling, and Trossard has no pedigree to play over Sterling, frankly, on a continuous basis. Play him for 3-4 games. If he fails, he fails. But at least give him a run to fail.
Yeah, you've got to give him a chance. You can't just have him sitting on the bench and not even give him a minute. I just don't get it.
Well, the point is, guys, I mean, let's be honest here now. Arsenal have 2 games a week, every week, until the end of January. Yeah. And in 1 week, we actually have 3 games in a week. Yeah. There's no doubt that players who are coming back to fitness will get minutes. Because you can't keep playing this same 11 every week, every 3 days.
Well, Trossard and Martinelli didn't play today.
Saka. He's done.
Right.
Saka is gone.
Yeah.
For 3 months. So you have to now work out. This thin paper squad has got to be beefed up. Ben White needs to play. Yeah. You need more creation up front.
Yeah. Yeah, the
defense in the midfield is pretty much taken care of.
Yeah. Well, sort of.
Other than Havertz, you've got nothing up front.
We need reinforcements, and we need them soon. They're talking about that Omar. Is it Marouche?
Yeah.
I thought City trying to buy him. Would you go to City or come to Arsenal?
Yeah. At the moment, I'd go Arsenal.
At the moment, I'd go Arsenal. Yeah.
115 charges. You could be playing. You could be signed for them this week, and in 2 weeks be playing in the second division, mate.
You're getting paid.
yeah. You wasn't be getting swept up in here in League Two.
You may even get paid off the books. You never know. You could get one in the books or one off the books. You never know. You get paid.
Sometimes Arsenal don't act fast enough. I want to see. Well, I want that guy over there. I want to go and sign that midfielder, that CDM Tony Cox. He's the best. I want to go and get him. So I'm going to Bertram, Mr. Cranky. You're the agent of this guy. We want him. How much is it going to cost? Let's get it done. That's how we got to do. Not all this. Yeah. Well, I like that Tony Cox over there. He looks good. Should we talk to his agent, Cranky? No, let's not talk to him. Let's just say that we like him. And let others, then Man United come in or Man City come in. We want him. There's money.
That's how Chelsea. Well, you know what? It works. That's how Chelsea bought. What's his name? The one that took the drug. What was his name? That's how Chelsea bought him. That's how you've got to be. You can't be. Arsenal, they put in a little bit. You want 50 million? We'll give you 35. Oh no, we don't want 35. Okay, we'll give you 37. And Chelsea just come in and go. You want 50? There's 50. Well, we dodged a bullet with 90 million pounds. We dodged a bullet with that one.
We did. But sometimes you just got to go and get it done.
Yeah. And now is the time.
Well, here we're pursuing, as I said, the kid from where is he from? Frankfurt, and Nico Williams, and we're pursuing everybody. We're linked with so many players as usual. The question is, which one can we truly get? That's the question.
Well, ideally, you want a player that's Premier League ready, right? That can just come in and hit the ground running.
Yeah, but which Premier League team is going to give up their best player to us to help us? No team's going to do that.
Well, if the money's right, the money's right, isn't it? If the player wants to go.
Unless you're like a Bournemouth, for example. And even for Bournemouth, you probably wouldn't do it because you're looking for Europe. I don't see which team. You're either at the bottom trying to get out. You're like Spurs and Man, you're desperate to go up the table. Or you're at the top 4, like Nottingham Forest, was trying to stay where you are.
Hold on 1 second, Cranky. There's no Spurs player that I would take. So forget Spurs. Ahmed Diallo is out of contract.
No, I would take Solanke. No, I would take Solanke. I never liked Solanke, to be honest.
I would take this guy right here, João Pedro.
I'm telling you, I'll take Solanke. I've been watching Solanke of late. He's putting the ball in the net. And he's scoring against big teams too. He scored today. He scored against Liverpool. He's scoring against big teams. He's gotten better than I thought he would be, given how he performed, his first few years?
The thing with Solanke is that when he's in the box, he plays in the 9 position. So he gets on the end of things. We don't have that. Jesus could be that guy if he put himself in the right place. Havertz could be that guy if he put himself in the right place. But they're all too often never in the right place.
Because they're not truly center forwards, right? They're not truly center forward. Jesus has been playing that position at Man City for a long while. Probably play more wing than forward, especially when Aguero's there. And then Havertz has never really been a 9. He's rotated between 9, 10, 8, all sort of positions. So I'm difficult.
You know, listen, United.
Brighton drew it. Okay, Brighton. Not a bad record.
The first team to go there and not lose.
And we could have won without that penalty because
Brentford and Brighton away, one after the other. 2 difficult away games, and we've come out of it with 4 points.
Yeah. Well, that sounds good until you start comparing yourself to Liverpool, then it doesn't sound so good.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Liverpool are having the season that we had last year.
No, they're not.
You know,
last year we finished second. They run away with the title.
Listen, we fell apart one year through injuries to Saliba, and when we had
where is Rob Holding? Where is Rob Holding?
He's at Crystal Palace, isn't he? He don't play. He's at Crystal Palace. I don't know what's happened. He went
and he was starting for us against Spurs when we needed. And we should play Partey at centre back.
Well, the manager made decisions that didn't favour us. You know, Saliba gets injured. There's a fair chance we go on to win the league. And last year, again, we just fell short by losing a couple of silly games. But it happens. It happens, you know. It could quite easily happen to Liverpool. They could quite easily lose the next 2. You never know.
They have firepower, though. There's a difference between us and them. They have firepower.
That's what sets them apart, because they've got 4 or 5 players across the front line that can all contribute and score goals.
We're getting all excited. Wait. We get all excited about Saka having like 17 goal contributions. Salah has 17 goals. Isn't he have like 17 or 18 goals and about 17 assists? We're getting excited about Saka having 17 goal contributions, and he has that in goals and assists individually.
Last season, we had Odegaard contributing goals, Martinelli contributing goals, Trossard contributing goals, Saka contributing goals, Havertz scoring. So 5 players this year. What we got? We got nobody this year that wants to put the ball in the net. Yeah. Havertz is on 7 goals or 12 goals in all competitions. Saka's 6 or 7 goals in all competitions. So we're not producing enough chances, just finishing enough chances.
No, we're not creating. No, I think we're not. I know Apollo and I argue about this. I don't think we create enough. I'm gonna call it clear-cut chances. Right? I don't think we create clear-cut chances. You're gonna miss some, but you know what? You know, remember in the Wenger days, we played this this globetrotter football where, you know, we get chance after chance, we give up goals after goals. We have solidified the back, but we haven't really had the creativity up front.
But do you not think, Cranky, that's because it's too regimented in the system?
It's very.
We don't want you to make that run through there. We want you to hold and control the ball. We want to keep the ball. So if we don't lose the ball, we can't lose the game. But
it's a City system. It's a City system without De Bruyne and Rodri. Because City now, people don't realize this. Everybody keep talking about Rodri. De Bruyne hasn't played much all season. That's been part of their problem. You know, their 2 best midfielders, huh?
He can't stay fit, De Bruyne.
But I'm saying people keep talking about Rodri. They're not talking about De Bruyne. They're missing their 2 midfielders who create everything for them. Silva did it a little bit, and so when they're not playing, they look like ordinary. They won against West Ham today, but West Ham can't defend themselves.
Yeah, West Ham.
So
West
end of the
Ham are
day,
tragic anyway.
yeah, they're awful defensively, awful. But
Yeah,
but
West Ham are shocking. You know that
they're just,
Lopetegui, how he gets the job. He got sacked from wherever he was before that in the Premier League, and I don't. It always bewilders
no, he
me
didn't
how
get sacked. He
these
left. He left
clubs
Wolves. No, he didn't get sacked. He left Wolves. They couldn't satisfy his ambition or meet his ambition, so he left them.
What ambition, man? He's rubbish.
You know they spent 100. You know they spent 186 million pounds this season. I don't know what they bought. I'm trying to figure out West Ham.
Who did they buy for 186 million pounds?
They bought a defender. They bought a kid from Germany. They bought players. They just haven't worked out. They spent a lot of money.
About that full Krug. He looked like he could score decent goals. He's gone to West Ham and he ain't done nothing. He
scored today, but he hasn't been. He's been injured though. He's been injured.
It just shows you when you go to these teams. Like, listen, there's a lot of talk about Eddie. Was he good enough? He ain't good enough? This, that, the other. But it just shows you when you go to Palace, he can't even get in the Palace team. But when he done at Arsenal, there was a 50% divide in the fan base. Some was Eddie in, some was Eddie out. It just shows when you go to these lesser clubs how much of a struggle it is.
The owner of this program was a big Eddie fan. I wasn't. I just thought he's a decent footballer. I think we have a bias to academy players. And so, because you see them come up, you see them come through, they play well. Eddie's a decent footballer, but he's not a differentiator.
Jesus, to be honest.
No, I'm not having that. No, I'm not having that.
If you played them both in 20 games, Eddie would score more goals.
It's possible. I'm not going to say it's not possible, but I think Jesus is a better overall footballer. I do think, though,
he may be a better overall footballer, but he's not a better goal scorer than Eddie. And ultimately, I don't think he's a better. No, I don't think he's a better goal scorer. Situation in the Brentford game, right?
Yeah,
where the ball was played through, and I said to Apollo, you know, if that's Eddie in that same situation, Eddie's taking a shot because Eddie would have let that ball run across him, and then the next action would have been a shot across the keeper. What did Jesus do? The ball was played there. He took the touch, which takes him back towards where the ball had been played from, not to let it run across him. He hasn't got that instinct.
We have nobody who scores goals from outside. We don't have anyone who scores goals from outside the box, which is also a problem.
Yeah.
No, so the defender, you can go as deep as possible.
Nobody even wants to.
Yeah, but we don't want to shoot from outside the box.
Well,
we don't want to shoot. That's not allowed.
They shouldn't shoot from outside the box.
From outside the box. It's against Arteta's law.
Garrett,
you must walk the ball into the net at all times.
Garrett, they shouldn't shoot from outside the box.
They shouldn't, or they should.
They shouldn't. I've seen them shoot from outside the box. Party used to kick field goals. No, it's more recently. No, when he first came, a lot of field goals. It's more recent. I forgot. More recently, he started hitting the target.
Extra point is good.
Yeah, no. Remember, Partey kicked them way over the bar, but more recently, he's gotten much better. Rice will also score one or two but those are forwards. Think about all of our forwards.
If you're not shooting,
they don't score from outside the box. Huh?
If you're not shooting, you're not scoring.
No, I see Cunha, I see Isak. I see Cunha, I see Isak, I see Duran hitting screamers from outside the box. I don't see we do any of that. So then you can't score anything differentiating goal. You have to score the walk it ball into the goal, and that makes it difficult.
And there you go. Shots outside of the box, 3 by Arsenal. And that's a lot.
And were any on target?
No.
Can't recall. 5 attempts outside the box. There, 3 blocks. Yeah, that penalty was unfortunate today. Without the penalty, we may have walked away with a lucky win, but that penalty was unfortunate.
I'll take the draw, Cranky. I'll take the draw.
I can't take the draw, Tony, because
when you look at the season in its entirety and you look at teams that you play away, because there's the away games that are the problems. Yeah, you go, I'll take an away draw at Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Tottenham, which we won, and I'll take an away draw at Brighton.
The problem I have with that idea and that concept is I'm trying to win a title. Well,
Yeah,
I
no,
was trying to win a title. I was. It's past tense, and I couldn't afford to drop 2 points because now that the pressure is relieved. Liverpool don't feel the pressure tomorrow. There's no pressure. They're not in pressure tomorrow. If they lose the game, they're still going to be ahead. If you look at the games in hand, by what?
No, agreed,
yeah, right.
Agreed.
They're comfortable.
Agreed.
And if it's not like City's going to chase them down like they used to. It's not the same City.
No chance. Chance.
So who's going to chase them down? Apart from us? Chelsea's faltering.
Off them, and they've got 2 games in hand over City.
Yeah. Chelsea is faltering. Newcastle is coming hard. They have won 5 in a row. And we're playing them in the Carabao Cup, aren't we? In midweek. That's going to be a difficult game unless they rotate their squad.
Well, we got more worries about rotating our squad. We just haven't got the
we've got problems.
to rotate.
We've got big problems ahead.
Do you sacrifice one leg of that semi-final and
we're not winning the Premier League, so what are we sacrificing for? We're not winning the Premier League or Champions League, so what are we sacrificing for? Unless you're going to buy a centre forward, we're not winning the Premier League or Champions. First, we're not winning the Premier League.
Well, clearly we have to buy a centre forward. Clearly. It's
clearly we have to buy 1 or 2 this January.
For sure. There's no if, buts, or maybes. If you don't buy a striker, you concede every competition that we are in. Simple.
Yeah, we need a striker.
Simple. Gentlemen, I'm going to bid you adieu. It's
Same here.
A tough game, tough day, but we take a point and we keep moving. Until the next game, ladies and gentlemen who have joined us in the chat, thank you very much for your attendance. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Not a complete disaster. It's always a disaster if Arsenal lose. But, look, we took a draw. As I said, I would take that draw and look at the positivity going forward. Hopefully we can get this striker across the line in the next week and continue to be challenging on all 4 competitions. So, gentlemen, thanks for your time.
I'm going to put in a call to Xhaka to come back and play the 8. Okay, I'm putting a call to Xhaka. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Thanks.
All
right, see you guys later. Yeah, mate.